Literally right on time. I just finished the video with your steak. It is freaking delicious.
You already ate half my steak?
Well, I'm finna go get me one because that is.
Well, you can make me another one.
No, go.
I don't like that you already ate half my steak.
I did not eat half.
That's a lot of chicken bite up.
I only took one bite. Well, hello, YouTube family, and welcome to another episode of This and That. Yes, it is your boy Rosel, your soon-to-be #1 YouTube host. This time of year, the star of the show is normally my Big Easy turkey fry. But come the day after Thanksgiving, the week before Christmas, we still gotta eat. So, with that being said, my wife is out right now exercising, her and my daughter, and I promised her a steak. So, I didn't want us to forget about my #1 favorite kitchen utensil. So, with that being said, y'all stay tuned. Today we're going to have a good one, and we're going to bring back an old favorite. This is my George Foreman Jr. I've done a couple of videos on this thing before. I actually did a competition video where I had the George Foreman Jr. I think I put it up against my Big Easy turkey fryer. And boy, this thing is off the chain. This is the easiest tool I have in the freaking kitchen. I love this thing. It's just, you set it and forget it. So I promised my wife a steak, and her favorite steak is a ribeye steak. So what we're going to do is, she's out exercising like I said. We're going to take about 45 minutes and cook her a steak. And we're going to season this thing. We're going to put it in the George Foreman and set it and forget it. Now this is a little trick my brother-in-law came up with. These little, oh, that's the last one. Gotta get some more. These little pre-cut aluminum foil, they're 14 inches by 10 1/4 inches, and they fit perfectly over this little catch tray. So you put this over the tray, and it's going to help with cleanup, which is going to make using the George Foreman even more pleasant. So you simply wrap that around here, like so. Slide it in. Boom, there you have it. Now, with this, I used a little square tray. And I love this tray because when you put this in, it actually traps whatever meat you're cooking in, and it rotisses it. And look at that, we're gonna put just a little bit of salt. And this is the Morton sea salt, fine. Flip it over, salt on this side. A little bit of cracked pepper. Can never have too much pepper. A little bit of paprika. And that's smoked paprika. Now if you wanted to, if you wanted to get this to stick just a little bit better, you could have put just a little bit of oil on it, but that's not really necessary. I had washed my hands, I patted this down dry, and she is ready to go. Now, we'll go ahead and put this, if you're familiar with the George Foreman, if you're not, this little grate, it has these two little tongs here that catch in between here. You take this down and put it to your lowest setting in your rail here, as close as you can get that. Fasten that down securely. And look, now that steak does not move. Take your arm. You know what? I'm missing my attachment wheel. Here I was thinking I was ready to go for this video. Y'all stand by. Alrighty. We're back. Alright. Go ahead and put that in place. Now, on the George Foreman, if y'all are not familiar with it, there's a wheel right here that turns, and there's a wheel here. You simply sit this in the George Foreman, Let the wheel make contact. Pull this down. Boom, and we're ready to cook. Now, right here, there's some settings. There's a setting right here that tells you chicken 17 minutes per pound, turkey 14 minutes per pound, pot roast 19 minutes per pound, flat around the basket. You have a New York strip steak, 14 minutes. What's that? 4 salmon, 1-inch steaks, 23 minutes, and roasted vegetables, 35 minutes. If y'all can see that. Now, this is what we consider a flat strip steak. So we're gonna go about 15 to 20 minutes on that. My wife likes hers well done. So let's go ahead and set that at about 20 minutes, right in between the 30 and the 15, and set it and forget it. Now we're gonna let that go for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna 20 minutes. We're gonna come back. We're gonna pull out the George Foreman flat grill, the tabletop grill, and we're gonna sear that puppy for about 2 minutes on each side. And mama is ready to go. So y'all stay tuned. We will be right back when this is done to sear it on my other George Foreman grill. So today you get 2 George Foremans for the price of 1 video. All right, fam. The timer just went off on the George Foreman Jr. I got the George Foreman all set up. I got her warming up. We're gonna let her reach temperature. And while we're doing that, that should take about 2 or 3 minutes. I forgot to mention one thing. I'm sure a lot of y'all are wondering, what's up with the hat? Well, this is a Christmas hat I found on Amazon about, I think 3 years ago. I think I've been wearing this thing for about 3 years now during the holiday season. I usually start wearing this the day after Thanksgiving, or maybe Thanksgiving Day, all the way through Christmas, and probably a day or two after Christmas. I don't think this thing is no longer on Amazon. I found it in a couple of other websites or similar hats, but I love this thing. It gets a lot of questions, a lot of attention. So you know I'm going to wear this thing because Big Daddy loves the attention. All right, now with that being said, we're going to go ahead and pull this steak out. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of oven mitts. This thing is piping hot. Let's go ahead. Let's put just a little bit of olive oil on the George Foreman, right where we're going to be putting the steak. Oh, yeah, it's getting nice and hot. All right. Now let's go ahead and pull this puppy out. We'll pull off both of the rings. Release the little catch cover there, and we're going to dump this directly on George Foreman. Oh yeah, y'all hear that? It's a beautiful thing. And look at that good gravy we got right there. If we wanted some gravy for some rice or potatoes, it's right there. You know what would be real nice if Mama pulled up right about the time this finished off. I tried to time it right, but I'm not sure what her and my daughter are up to. They may be going somewhere else afterwards. So we're going to let that do its thing for about 2 minutes on this side. Let me move that out of the way. We're going to let that steak do its thing for about 2 minutes on that side. We're going to come back. We're going to flip it over. And it's not going to be the hottest sear, but it's going to do the job. I'm really I like to sear my steak before I cook it. But with this method, I think it's going to work just as well. So let's go ahead and get this thing about 2 minutes, and we'll be right back to flip her over. Y'all stay tuned. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes, please.
2 minutes, starting now.
Alexa, dismiss timer. All right, fam. Alexa just said the 2 minutes are up. Go ahead and flip that. The only thing I don't like on the George Foreman. You see how that steak kind of curled up? I probably should have put a weight on it or something, but we're gonna hopefully it kind of sucks it back down on this side. So let's go ahead. We're gonna give it about a minute, minute and a half on that side, and we're gonna call it done. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute, please.
1 minute, starting now.
All right, fam, y'all stay tuned for 1 minute. We're gonna pull that steak off. We're gonna plate it. We're gonna take a small sample just to make sure that it's done and that it doesn't hurt mama. We always want to test our food first to make sure that our loved ones are in good hands. All right, fam, y'all stay tuned for about a minute. We'll be right back. Alexa, dismiss timer. All right, fam, there she is. Boom. Go ahead and cut that off. And as y'all know, with both George Foreman's cleanup, real simple. I'm gonna let that cool off. I'm gonna take a moist rag, wipe that down, and she'll be good to go. Put it back in the cabinet. This one, especially with that aluminum foil trick, the cleanup will take about a minute. All right, fam, while this thing is still piping hot, let's grab a little knife, fork, and we're gonna cut it into this thing. Now, one thing I've done on a previous video, I didn't do on this one, I like to let this thing rest on an onion. You know what? One thing I didn't think about, oh, look how tender that is. If I would have cut this before I put it on the grill, it would have laid out like that. You see how she just popped open and laid out? That protein in that meat makes it shrink up when it gets hot on that one side and made it try to fold up. But as soon as I cut that, she opened up. Let me grab just a little bit of this crispy part. All right, fam, check that out. Let me let y'all get a real good close-up of that. Oh my goodness. All right, fam, here goes. All I gotta say is, mama better get here soon. I haven't heard the garage door open yet. If I were to eat this right now, and clean up, I don't think she'd ever know I cooked the steak. Anyway, I wouldn't do that to her. All right, fam. I will take one more bite, though. I made it a small bite. All right, fam. If y'all enjoyed this video, as usual, give her a thumbs up. If not, give her a thumbs down and a brief reason why in the comment section. And if you love what we're doing here, this and that, consider becoming a subscriber. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified every time we drop one of these awesome videos. It's your boy Rosie. Y'all take care. Have a good day. A good rest of this 2020. And hopefully things get better in 2021. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Hey, Fitzgerald. Damn.
That's good stuff. Very good, Daddy. I want my own. I don't want to eat this one. But you already ate half of it.
No, I did. I had one little bite.
Look how much is missing.
No, that's how it was built.